Read this? Okay, in case anyone missed it. Wonderful. So before we get started, who can tell me what today is? Okay, Chase.
Yom Ha'atzmaut.
Yom Ha'atzmaut. Now, who can translate that? Okay. Go ahead, Chase.
Israeli Independence Day.
Israeli Independence Day. Absolutely. So today's a super, super fun day. It's just like 4th of July here for us. This is the same kind of big fireworks filled kind of day for everyone in Israel as we celebrate Israel's Independence Day. Trivia question really quickly. Who can tell me when the state of Israel was founded? Harry.
I think it was 1948.
You are absolutely correct, 1948. So today is Israel's 74th birthday. So we're going to have a super fun day today because I'm going to hand over the reins to Michelle from IsraelLink, who's going to be our guide today as we learn all about the state of Israel in lots of fun ways. I'm just going to give you guys a quick heads up that at some point, we're going to give you guys a 5-minute break to just kind of get up, stretch up, run to the bathroom, grab a drink, whatever you need to do, and also grab another device because you're going to need it for the second half. So if you've got an iPhone, an iPad, an extra Chromebook, whatever it might be, you're going to need that for the second half of the program. So with that said, I'm going to spotlight her for everybody. Give your attention to Michelle from IsraelLink. Take it away.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Yes.
You can also, just so you know, you could also have open a new tab, and if you separate the tabs, you can
Is it Kahoot?
Maybe.
Okay.
later at the end.
They said maybe, that means yes.
But let's see. What will it be based on? It's going to be based on if you guys do your part fast enough and well enough, then I could do my part and get that done. So let's see how well we work together. Can you guys, I can't see everyone. Is there a way for me to see everyone and be pinned or no?
Yeah, I think you just have to go to your view and click on gallery.
All right, fantastic. Thank you. Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Okay. So can everyone just hold up on the screen, Maddox? I can't see your face, but can you just show me like what grade you're in? Like 5th grade, 4th grade, 3rd grade, 6th grade? 4th, 3rd, 6th, 5th, 6th. Excellent. 6th, 5th, 4th, 7th.
Chase is in 4th. He's trying to be funny.
What do you mean? I'm in college.
I just want to get an idea. You can put your hands down. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. I love it. Okay, so I have a couple like maybe easy questions to start off with. And everyone unmute and you can just scream out the answer. Don't raise your hand. For this part, you don't have to raise your hand. How many countries are Jewish?
1.
All of them.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6.
Jewish are predominantly Jewish.
1.
1. All right. Great. And if you were to travel from the top of Israel to the bottom tip of Israel, about how many miles is that? What do you
1
think?
million.
Is it
miles?
2?
Is it 800? 800.
2. 2 miles.
How many?
500?
500?
800
miles.
100. 100.
650 miles.
2.
30?
All right. So the answer is 260 miles long.
I was close.
Which we're going to look at how you'll understand that. We're going to look at a map and see how far 260 miles is from where you guys are sitting right now. How many people live in Israel? I'm going to give you a roundabout. Let's just say 100,000 to 20 million. How many? Somewhere between
1.5 million.
2
million.
2 people.
6 million.
2.5 million.
600?
600 million?
It's 2.
No, just 500,000 million.
All of Israel?
638.
2 people.
500,000.
Okay,
We know it.
the answer is
Wow.
9 million. But can one of the teachers tell me what's the population of New Jersey?
2.
Does anyone know?
9 million.
It's 2.
Jersey? I don't know. I'm asking you. All right. So now one last question. If you were to drive from the one end of Israel to the narrowest point where there's a security checkpoint, how far would you drive if you're going 60 miles an hour?
2 hours.
About 4 hours. About
What?
4 hours.
In the most narrow part,
60 hours.
to ocean.
6 hours.
2
60.
hours.
Okay, do you see what I'm holding up?
9.
9 hours.
Nine.
New Jersey
9
population
seconds.
is 9 million.
9 minutes.
You're welcome.
9 minutes if you drive from the sea to this narrowest track. That's how long. But
That's correct.
we're gonna see. Yeah, you were. I was shocked. Very good. That's a very, very, very good guess. All right. So now I want to start. I want to share my screen with you guys, and I want to start, guys. Just so you know, chat. Everyone sees everything you're doing. So just make sure that your chat is good for everyone to see. Are you? Oh, just want to ask me a question. That's so sweet. I do not live in Israel. I was born in Israel. I was raised in Los Angeles. I'm actually in my office in Malibu, California right now.
Oh. How do you get any work done?
I won't answer that in front of everyone. But no, I'm not in Israel right now. I wish I was.
Thanks for helping, Zach.
But let's start to explore a little bit. I love that you guys are so interactive and participating. I'm going to share my screen. Unfortunately, I won't be able to see all of you, so just try to work with me. I'm very easy with you screaming things out. I want you to have fun. So if I don't call on you, just scream it out, okay? All right. So here is a map. Can you all see my map on my
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. So I have a few questions. We're going to talk about religions in the world, okay? If you were to guess, okay, let me give you a framework. If you were to guess how many countries there are in the world, how many countries do you think there are?
266.
2.
Countries in the whole world? Well, there's 7 continents.
2.
297. 197.
2.
140.
197 is close.
106.
196.
65.
198.
100.
400.
2.
No.
69.
36.
20. 87.
69.
1,600.
180 countries in the world.
Nice, close.
Wait. You're saying it wasn't 2?
So here's my question to you. Out of the 180, how many countries do you think are predominantly, not all, but predominantly Buddhist countries?
2.5.
2.5 countries?
69.
What does Buddhist mean?
So Buddhist country is a country that most people believe in Buddhism, which is a type of religion. So if you never heard of it, you can just guess. You know it's not going to be more than 180, right? So
5.
5. Okay.
181.
5. Not 5.
I have a smart guy. So there are 8 Buddhist countries in the entire
I
world.
got close.
And that's what they look like. They're around over there. Okay. Do you guys, Hinduism is another kind of religion. How many countries do you think are Hindu in the world?
I think like
182.
3 or 1.
4.
2.
15.
1 to 3.
1.
11.
Let's see. There's 3. Okay.
Yes.
I knew it.
India is a very Hindu country, and there's a few ones around there that are predominantly Hindu. All right. Then there's a few others like China. They don't believe in God, or they have other religions that they believe in that. Then how many countries do you think are predominantly Christian?
Like 160?
1,800.
Almost all of them.
158.
100.
179.
242.
102.
Oh, come on, guys.
150.
163.
130. Look what the world looks like. All right.
At least 2 countries.
Yes. I think I got
So
that one.
far we have 8 Buddhist, 3 Hindu mostly, 130 Christian, and then how many Muslim countries? People who believe in Islam.
I don't know.
11.
Like at least two.
I'll have to add up to
11.
180 in all.
One girl, who said that? Who has said it has to add up to?
1,000.
At least two.
Okay, let's
62.
Yeah, if you do
At
the
least
math,
180.
have to add up to it.
Oh my God. Mostly Muslim majority.
That's what I said.
Yeah, where's the Jewish countries left? I don't see anything left.
So now I want you to. How many countries are Jewish? We already answered this question.
One.
One.
1,000.
Look at,
50.
I want everybody to be quiet and look at the map. Okay, ready?
50.
One country. Watch where it is. Oop. Can you see it? It's so small. It's so small that you have to put a circle.
Israel.
It's
That's
the size of America.
Really?
Yes.
So we're actually.
I think it's
No,
bigger.
it's small. It's the size of
Is
Russia.
as big as New Jersey?
So guys, hold on one second. Look at the size of Israel and look at the size of America.
It's like as big as Texas.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we're
they're
gonna
the same size.
explore that.
Actually, I think Texas
America and
is bigger.
Israel, they're the same size.
Texas is bigger.
Oops. All right. So now so we're going to go into what you guys were just mentioning. Let's say you saw the map and you see how little we are. So now I want you to see, we're going to talk about exactly what you guys asked. So you guys are in New Jersey. Can you see my screen still? Will you see a yellow map?
Yes,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
So New Jersey, I'm going to click on New Jersey, which is really small right here. And if you look down here, we're going to scroll down and it's going to show you how big New Jersey is and how many times Israel fits in New Jersey. 1.1 times. So when we're in California, Israel fits in our state so many times. We're going to learn. We're going to see. Your state actually is pretty even with Israel. Israel's about the size of New Jersey.
Texas is bigger, that means.
What?
That means Texas is bigger. Whoever said Texas is the same size.
Let's see. Let's click on Texas and let's see how many times Israel fits in Texas. Can you see that? Can you see
Yeah.
that? What does it say?
Can you click on the entire world?
No, we can't. 33.
33.5 times.
Do you guys have family anywhere in the United States, somewhere that's not in New Jersey? Anyone?
Texas.
Alaska.
Alaska. All right, I'll take it. Let's do it.
Canada.
California and Georgia.
Well, I'll look at there in a second.
Canada.
Alaska, 82 times. You could fit 82 Israels in Alaska. All right. Who else? What did you say? Who said Georgia? All right.
And California.
Okay, let's look at
And Las Vegas.
All right, Georgia. Almost 7.5 Israels fit in Georgia.
What about Europe?
Well, we're going to do America just because
And Israel.
we're going to look at we'll look at that later.
Florida.
Florida. Florida. 8.2 times. Rhode Island. Ooh, you might be going small.
Island.
Let's see Rhode Island.
Miami.
0.2 times, which means Rhode Island is actually bigger than Israel. Anyone else? Yeah, go.
Oregon.
Oregon. Let's look at it. Where's Oregon? Oh my gosh. Where's Oregon? Someone tell me.
All the
My
way on
favorite
top.
country in
Northwest.
I should know that.
Yeah.
Northwest.
I know one.
12.3 times.
Canada.
Well, we don't have that.
Can
option.
you do
Where-
Can you do
What about
Connecticut?
Hawaii?
Connecticut. Ooh, let's see right here.
I know one that's very little.
Ooh, Connecticut is bigger than the whole state of Israel.
Somebody asked about Hawaii.
Oh, Hawaii. Ooh, let's see. Good one. Nobody ever chose Hawaii. I never had that. 1.4 times, which means Hawaii is a little bit bigger because we can put one Israel and another almost half Israel in Hawaii. Anyone else?
Minnesota.
Pennsylvania.
Canada.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. You don't have to raise your hand. You can just scream it out because I can't see everyone, unfortunately. 5.7 times in Pennsylvania. All right, one more.
California.
What about California?
Canada.
California.
China.
California. There we go.
Canada.
Israel's fit
I don't know.
Okay. All right. So let's move on to our next visual of Israel. Can you see my little map, a blue map?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So now I already put it in for you. Remember I said from the checkpoint to the sea is 9 miles. And if you were driving 60 miles an hour, that would take you 9 minutes. From the tip top, which is the Golan Heights, all the way down to Eilat, it's 263 miles. What does that mean to you? So let's look at this map. And I put in, oh, it deleted it. Guys, give me the address of LEV Academy. Oh, no. Maybe I put it here. No. All right, give me the address of LEV Academy. Inbar, can you help me with
It's
that?
855 Perineville Road. I'll put it in the chat for you.
Give me the first three. It should pop up because I have it in.
85 PERRINEVILLE. Yep, Perineville Road, Millstone. Yep.
There you go. All right. So just so you guys understand what 9 miles and what 263 miles is, because I don't know your area, let's look. So I'm going to zoom out a little. This is where you guys, I think I'm imagining all you guys live kind of close to school, I imagine. Let's look. If you drove 9 miles.
I live in Freehold.
Oh, look at that. From school to West
Six
Freehold
Flags.
is Freehold. So that if you drove from West Freehold to school, that's driving across the narrowest part of
I can
Israel.
see my house from here.
If you go to a little bit past Windsor or Mercer County Park, or up to, let's see what that is, Monroe Township, if that means anything to you, or down to Jackson Township, that's from school, that's how wide that is. And then let's look at 263 miles. If you wanted to drive the entire length of Israel, what would it look like? So if you drove from your school to New Hampshire, you just drove the entire length of Israel. If you drive to New York, you passed it. New York is top to bottom. If you Pittsburgh is just past it. Washington, you only drove about halfway. Where else? Norfolk. Do you guys know where Virginia Beach is?
Mm-hmm.
That's about as tall as tall Israel is. Any other ideas from where do you guys live? Does anyone live further? Is anyone fully online that doesn't live any closer?
Nope.
All right. So now that you guys have, actually we moved through that quite quick. Now that you guys have an idea of how big Israel is, I want to look at how, what it looks like inside. So this is kind of where we're going to work together on this. We're going to have a lot of time actually, so I'm going to be able to give you more than I hoped for. I want all of you, we're going to go into breakout rooms quicker than I thought. I love your participation. And I want you guys with your teachers, this is the prompts, I'm going to put them in the chat. I'm going to give you cities in Israel. We're going to have 6 cities, 3
LEV.
breakout rooms. So each breakout room will have 2 cities. And listen to the prompt. The prompt is, what 4 facts can you find? I don't want to hear about the population. I don't want to hear about when it was established. I want 4 facts that if you told your friend, they would say they want to go see that city. So it has to be really fun facts. So think of things that, oh my gosh, if I told my friend this, they would want to go visit this city. So let me show you what our map looks like. And then we're gonna do some breakout rooms. I'll give you, here's our LEV Academy map. This is Israel. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. And each of you, once you guys give me all the facts, and I need you guys to do a little bit of research on, if it's okay, Inbar, on YouTube to find the video. Okay. So the video should be probably about 2 minutes or less, or a really cool beginning that we can end it. I want you to find a video on your city. So why don't we do this? We're working from top to bottom, and this is, pay attention to what I'm about to say. So we have Tzfat towards the top. We have Haifa. We have Tel Aviv as we go down. We have Yerushalayim, Jerusalem in the middle. We have Beersheba in the middle of the desert. And then all the way down to the bottom is Eilat. Okay, so those are the 6 cities we're going to explore. You're going to explore them with your teachers. And what we'll do is, why don't we mix it up so everybody has from top to bottom. Breakout room number 1, and I'll put this in the chat, is going to explore Tzfat and Eilat. Breakout room number 2 will do Jerusalem and Haifa. And breakout 3 will do Tel Aviv and Beersheba. Okay, I'm going to put that in the chat. So again, what's the prompts? Could someone repeat it for me? What are you looking for? 4 facts about what? What do they have to? Yes, go ahead, sweetheart. I can't see your name, Jolly. I only see your hand because I can't see everyone. But I think maybe the brothers, whoever's raising your hand of the brothers. Go ahead.
So we have to talk about like if we told our friends about the city, it would like make them visit the city and want to go there.
Right? So if you told your friend, oh, 20,000 people live there, would your friend say, oh, I want to go see that city? I wouldn't want to go see that city. I want to hear something fun or something interesting. It doesn't have to be fun necessarily, but something super interesting. So see if you could find something interesting, fun, or, think about who of your friends maybe are into technology. What kind of maybe universities are in that city? If someone is into surfing, is there somewhere they can surf? Is someone into archaeology and like history? So think about, you don't have to necessarily have your friends, but think about someone with interests. What would cause them to say, I want to visit that city? So what I'm going to do is we're going to go into breakout rooms. I'm going to put the prompt in the chat. We're going to do a chunk of time because I really want you to not feel rushed doing this. Can we do 20 minutes? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's do 20 minutes. Let's do 20 minutes. So you take your time, 4 interesting facts and a video that shows that city. All right. And I'll come around and see how everyone's doing. You know what? Inbar, should I give them a few minutes so you could do the thing? I know it happens.
Yeah, fast. I'm just trying to assign the breakout rooms and have enough of a divide. I'm going to just kind of go through it and then see what we have. So in breakout room number 1 right now, we have Ariella, Eli, Harry, and Zach, because you guys are together, and you're going to be with Miss Jody, okay? Now I'm going to assign room 2 is going to be Avery, Chase, Maddox, and Peter, and you guys are going to go with Morahana. Okay.
So, Hannah, you have Tel Aviv and Beersheba, or Haifa and Yerushalayim?
No, Haifa, Yerushalayim.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So Jody's group, you guys have Tzfat and Eilat in breakout room number 1. Number 2 with Morahana, you guys have Jerusalem and Haifa. And now I will do number 3 will be Bella, Finn, who do I have? Mason, Michael, Max, and you guys will go with Lori. Okay. So breakout room number 3 is going to be Tel Aviv and Beersheba. And I'm going to, I'm
going to make Avery Levinson. Is that okay? Oh, you got it. Okay.
I'm just going to add, all right, so Josh Kahan, you'll be in number 1 as well. Number 2, I'm going to add Zoe to that one. And number 3, I'm going to add Avery. Okay. So, all right, I'm going to go through this again. So if you are in breakout room number 1, you are with Miss Jody, and that's Ariella,
Number 2,
Eli.
wasn't she?
You already put Avery in my group.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
No, I got
Avery,
kicked out. I
Chase,
got kicked out.
Maddox.
Oh, you know what? She came back on, so she got taken off that one. So I just moved. All right, so let's just go through this really quickly. If you are in room number 1, you are with Miss Jody. So it's Ariella, Eli, Harry and Zach, and Josh Kahan. All right, and you guys have Spot and Eilat. If you're in number 2, you're with Marachana, Chase, Maddox, Peter, Zoe, Maddox. Okay, and you guys have Jerusalem and Haifa. And if you're in number 3, you're with Miss Lori, Avery, Bella, Finn, Mason, Max, and Michael. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open those rooms. All right, make sure you join the room that you are in. So nobody else should be in the room with me at this time. And either Michelle or I, we're going to hop in and out of some of your rooms and just kind of check in on you guys. You have 20 minutes and I will send a message into the breakout rooms when it's time to start to close things up and come back on in. Okay, so I just opened up all the rooms. Go ahead and join.
How do you join the room?
It should say join.
Mine doesn't say anything.
Do you see at the bottom it says breakout rooms?
No.
Make your screen a little bigger. Maybe close the chat or close the participants tab. It's hiding there.
I still don't see it. I see participants. I see chat, screen share.
Chat
do you have a more button?
or 3 dots?
The 3 little dots?
I don't see that either.
Can you not manually? Can you put her in the breakout room?
I have her in there. I can't move her to another. I can't move her to the same room. That's the only.
I have the 3 dots in my picture, but
it's all the way in the bottom of your screen where the mute, stop video, security, participants, poll, screen share, reactions tab, and then there should be like.
That's so weird. I don't even have where I can go to full screen.
You don't have 3 dots on the bottom right?
No, it only says leave.
Next to leave. No?
I see leave, and that's all I see.
Okay.
I usually have it. Like, it's so weird.
Wait, I just did it in. Did you?
Okay, now
get
I
it
can
now?
join.
You got it? Okay. It's not letting her in.
Hi, Rabbi.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you? I don't know when you popped on.
Oh, I just pop in and out all the time.
Okay,
They never know. They call pop goes the weasel.
there you go.
It's me. You never know when I'm showing up or I disappear. Where are you staying?
I'm in Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
You
Know
have
it
a
well.
great group of kids. You have a great group of kids.
Yeah. I know LA very well.
Oh, yeah?
Spent 2 years there.
Oh, okay, nice.
As well as in Haifa and Jerusalem.
Sherry, you know what? I'm gonna send you into Lori's room because she's got to log back in. So this way, there's a teacher in that room. Okay, so I'm gonna just put you in room number 3 for now. If she pops back in, I'll send her in.
They still have Skid Row there? I saw that on your map.
Sherry, you're muted.
You're on mute, Sherry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
That's okay.
You still have Skid Row there? I saw that on your map, really.
In downtown LA?
Downtown on like 5th Street, right? Third or 5th Street.
It's horrifying. I was just there 2 days ago. It's horrifying. So sad. It's terrible. Hopefully our next mayor, governor, someone will
We'll take care of it. Yeah. That's.
What a great group. I love it.
Yeah, there's a nice bunch of kids.
I told you that they get very excited. They love to interact. That's like that was like my biggest concern when we were on Zoom. But they've really like risen to the occasion. What happened here? Oh, there we go.
We should go on with the Haifa group because I think they're probably struggling a little bit. Everybody thinks there's nothing going on there.
You want to go visit the Haifa group, Rabbi? I can
I
put
could
you
give
in
him
the Haifa
6
group.
packs in like 40 seconds. It's not fair, huh?
Soccer team.
Nobody. You know what? I was trying. We had a trip to Israel. I was trying to convince Imbar. I said, "Let's go to Haifa." and then something happened and I had to leave the trip early. So they didn't want to go to Haifa because
No. We had Haifa on there. We were supposed to do a stop, but we ended up getting the program we were supposed to do beforehand with the Druze got canceled. So we ended up having to switch something, and then that part of the trip got canceled. So the next time we go, I will make sure that Haifa is one of our, first pit stops.
Zoe's in the waiting room.
Oh.
Zoe Levinson. I don't want to admit because I don't know I want to make sure they're the right.
you have Bat Galim, which is amazing. You have a lot of people don't know. I told a Christian guy where I work that there is a Kever Eliyahu, the grave of Elijah, is dead set in Kiryat Eliezer, in the center of town. You have the Technion. You have the cable car. The Carmelit, which is the only train that goes up one way and then it goes down the other way. And then so many amazing things. A huge American library, huge. And I'm just trying to think just off the top of my head.
The soccer team, if any of your boys play soccer.
Okay.
It's big.
Israeli Film Festival goes on over there.
Also celebrate all the religions. It's a very cool.
Yeah, and then in around holiday time down in Germantown.
So jump into Haifa, jump into the room and help.
You want to check them out?
And my wife is from there, so I spent oodles of time in that city.
The rabbis, go into the I'm sure they'd love to have you. You want to go into the Haifa room?
I give her the you want to put me in? It's
Go ahead. So I'm going to assign you to that room. Just click on join after you see it pop up on your screen. So room 2.
Which one you want?
Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Cool.
Hey.
I'm gonna don't do anything. I'm just gonna grab a bottle of water from right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
One second. I'm right here. I'll give them a few minutes before we bombard. So the rabbis with Haifa. So let's.
He's actually never been on any of these breakout room kind of things. It's always been tender, I'm not gonna be able to get back out of it. I'm like, I can always bring you back in. But breakout rooms are so finicky that they're very useful, but they'll kick you out for no reason, and then I can't find people. And
well, luckily everyone kind of knows where they're going at this point. Hopefully the kids at least are better than us. Okay, so let's see. Let's give a few minutes.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want me to make sure that I integrate?
So we did Tel Aviv and Beersheba. So in the last few years, Beersheba has risen as one of Israel's newest tech hubs. The most promising startups in Israel, Israeli high-tech companies, now have offices in this lovely city. According to the Torah, Beersheba means well of 7 or well of oath. Beersheba is also mentioned in the Torah when Isaac builds an altar and when Jacob had his dream about a stairway to heaven with angels coming up and down. The neighborhoods of Beersheba are named after the Hebrew alphabet. Instead of finding neighborhoods such as Beverly Hills, West Village, or Riverdale, in Beersheba, you can live in either Aleph, Bet, Gimel, or almost any other of the Hebrew letters. Cool, don't you think?
Very cool. I didn't even know that. That's awesome. Let's watch your YouTube video.
just make sure you're sharing your computer sound so that we can hear it.
I'm not sure how to do that.
If you stop your screen share and then click on it again, it'll have a little box on the button that says share computer sound.
Oh, here. Okay.
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 Yep.
That's a commercial.
museum there. Awesome. Thank you. Do me a favor. Do you guys put that in the chat? Can you just put the YouTube video in that chat?
I can do that because I found
Fantastic.
those. I'll do that.
Fantastic. Awesome, guys. Love it. Thank you for sharing. So, guys, remember, everyone has to remember this, okay? So what were the 4 fun facts? Not anyone from group 3, but from group 1 or 2. Can you remember anything that they mentioned? Go ahead, Chase.
Oh, wait. From their thing?
From their thing.
Never mind. I don't remember.
Anybody remember? I remember. Okay. So it's one of the newest tech hubs. Remember, guys, because this is going to be part of your Kahoot. It is known from the Torah as the Well of Seven, Be'er Sheva. Sheva, yeah. Think about the word Sheva. The townships are all by Aleph Bet, which is I never knew that. That's very interesting. And then you guys saw the video. What else? There was something else. There's Aleph Bet, Well of Seven, the newest tech hub from group 3. What was the 4th thing you guys said? Anyone? From your own group.
I think I lost.
The most promising startups and Israeli high-tech companies now have offices in this lovely city.
Okay, so startups. Awesome. Startup offices. All right, awesome. Thank you for sharing. All right, let's hear. What was your second one? Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's hear. Does anyone have any questions about Beersheba? No. Okay.
So for every 100 meters, there's and it has the highest dog ratio. Every 17 humans, there's one. There's over 100 sushi restaurants. And there's a fire and water fountain.
All right. So can I add something to that? I'm going to add one thing to that one. Tel Aviv is also known as kind of like in California, we have something called Silicon Valley, and it's where kind of all of the tech comes from. And Tel Aviv is known as Silicon Wadi, which Wadi in Arabic means valley. And there are the most unicorns. Do you guys know what a unicorn is? Yeah, what is it, Chase?
Yeah.
Mythical creature thing.
Okay. Anyone else have a different answer? You're right, but it means something else. Yes, Ariella.
Mythical magical creature that has a horn and could cast magical spells.
Okay, but in the tech world, a unicorn is a startup company, and somebody could Google this because I'm not sure exactly the number, that raised over $50 million. And in Tel Aviv, there are the most unicorns per capita, meaning the amount of space Tel Aviv is. There's the most unicorns in the entire world. Unicorns in the sense of tech that raised so much money. Super cool, I think. Also, the city, it's my favorite city, so I have so much to say about it. The city is on the ocean, and on the ocean there people sit all day, and restaurants come and serve you food, and you have surfers, people play matkot. Do you guys know what smash ball is at the beach? Do you guys ever play smash ball? It's like Max. So it's like smash ball. It's like 2 paddles and a little ball, and they're serious about it in Israel. And you guys ever see stand-up paddling? Do you guys know what stand-up paddles are? Yeah, Max, anyone else? Can I see a thumbs up? All right. So they have something, it's kind of like stand-up paddling. It's called chasake. And the lifeguards actually have these. They're very heavy stand-up paddles and boards, and they use those to as life-saving devices. So awesome. Thank you guys. Let's see the video on Tel Aviv. Share your screen again. Please. You guys know what Central Park is in New York? That's like the Central Park in Tel Aviv. It's called Hayakon, and everyone bike rides, and there's kayaking and everything. Ariella, I just saw you raise your hand, sweetie. Is that before or is that now?
Oh no, that was from before.
Oops. Was that it? All right. Awesome. So you guys see the beach there, the amazing city right on the sand. And we have, again, like a Central Park in Tel Aviv. There's Yafo is in the south, and it's a very, 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 very old city that where Tel Aviv kind of started there, and then it branched out to as big as it is now. Awesome. Thank you for sharing Group 3. Could everyone give a round of applause to Group 3? Good job. Is there anything else, Group 3, you want to add, or any other teachers, any more input on Tel Aviv or Beersheva? Anyone? All right. So I don't see anyone, right? Okay. So let's do Group 2. I guess we'll go backwards, yeah? Group 2 with Haifa and Yerushalayim.
Right, so Chase, we only had 2 active participants. So Chase searched Haifa and Zoe searched Jerusalem.
Okay.
So you want to start, Chase?
Sure.
Go ahead.
My first Haifa fact is Haifa is a port city. My second fact.
Tell them on what's the name of the sea that Haifa is on. Do you remember the name
Mediterranean.
of the sea? Yes, very good.
My second fact is it looks a lot like from San Francisco.
Yeah, that's the
Very
rabbi.
good. It's true. All the hills and everything. Yep.
My third fact is it has the largest American library in Israel.
Okay.
And the fourth one, which I came up with, was Haifa has a mountain called Mount Carmel, which had the worst fire in Israel history.
Wow.
That's right. So that's
And
not
I also have a
expensive,
bonus
but
fact.
it's
Right.
interesting.
A fact.
A fact.
Okay. Can we see the video? Let's see what Haifa looks like.
Mother, it's your time to shine.
Where'd you put the link?
In your chat.
And there's like 1,000 things in the chat.
Did you
What?
put
No, like I sent it to you.
Yeah, but it's all combined into one.
You could look for what it said that he private chatted.
Put it in the chat to me right now.
Fine.
Just a minute.
Sure.
Okay, let me just get this up.
I just found it automatically.
Let me just share my screen here.
Welcome to Haifa. Well, you're not here, but I am. This is the largest city in northern Israel, where the green Carmel Mountain meets the blue Mediterranean Sea. Here are 7 facts you need to know about Haifa. Haifa is a diverse city where Jews, Christians, Muslims, Druze, Baha'is, and others coexist. The Holiday of Holidays Festival is a celebration of the religious and cultural diversity of the city and takes place every December. The beautiful Baha'i Gardens, the center of the Baha'i faith, is probably the most iconic site in Haifa, attracting over 500,000 visitors a year. These are the 19 terraced gardens leading to the Golden Shrine of the Bab. Baha'i, how you doing? This charming train in Haifa, the Carmelit, holds a unique title, the shortest railway line in the world. Although it's technically a cable car moving on a track rather than hanging in the air, moving up and down the mountain. A ride from the first stop to the last stop is only 8 minutes, so don't fall asleep here. This is the Cave of Elijah, a holy place for Jews, Christians, Druze, and Muslims. According to traditions, Elijah the prophet took refuge here during his wanderings in the Carmel wilderness. And here we are thousands of years later still talking about him. But he never prophesied that. This city is crazy about soccer. Maccabi Haifa is one of the most decorated teams in Israel, and the Sami Ofer Stadium is one of the largest and newest in Israel. It can seat 31,000 people that know more about soccer than I do. The largest film festival in Israel and in the Middle East takes place here in Haifa. Every year, leading filmmakers from Israel and around the world come here for 10 days of excellent cinema. 10 days of excellent cinema? That's a good name for my movie. Did you know that the only Japanese art museum in the Middle East is here in Haifa? The Dakotan Museum showcases exclusively Japanese artwork, music, and dance performances. I think it's only fair that Japan have an Israeli art museum. Just saying. This is Haifa only in a nutshell. We left Haifa's food, the port, and the famous Technion Institute of Technology for our next video. And of course, the stories of the amazing people here. If you care, share.
Nice.
Love it.
Nice.
Thank you. All right. Well, what else? We have one more. Yerushalayim, Jerusalem.
That's Zoe.
All right.
Okay, so fact number 1. It's Israel's largest city. Fact number 2, it has been taken over 40 times. It's the capital of Israel. It has the Western Wall, which is the holiest place of the Jews. And it's home to 3 religions, Muslims, Christians, and Jews.
Awesome. All right.
So,
you want to show the video?
Ingvar, I'll
Yep.
chat it to you. Can you
Add it to me. Yep.
wait? It's not working. 1 second. Second. I have the link.
Okay. If you want, just put it in the chat right now, so it's the first thing that I see, because there's too many others in the chat.
I'm looking for it.
Oh, here we go.
Got it?
At the crossroads of history, forged by centuries of conflict, is a place once believed to be the center of the world. Jerusalem. geographic entertainment invites you to explore a land cherished by billions. For the first time on the world's largest screens, experience this ancient city through the stories of people who call it home. A mosaic of cultures and beliefs. Ancient rituals. Secrets buried deep underground. Jerusalem. Coming soon to IMAX and giant screen theaters near you.
Very cool.
There were some images of different cities in that video. If we have time, maybe we'll watch it again so I could point them out to you. We had a little bit of Caesarea. We had Tel Aviv. We
Masada.
had Masada, exactly. Masada. And the rest of it was all Jerusalem. So Jerusalem is not on the water because there was one image that showed the water. Just know that Jerusalem is not. It's literally landlocked. It's in the middle there. Beautiful video. Thank you so much. And thank you for your facts. And I think we're down to our last breakout room with Jody and your students with Tzfat and Eilat. Does anyone have any questions about what we saw so far? Is that what you think Israel looks like? Does anything surprise you, or is that what you expect to see? Unmute before we see the last part of it.
That's what I expected to see.
That's what you expected?
Pretty much what I expect.
Really good. I'm
I
so
know
happy.
Israel's really pretty.
It's beautiful. It's
Max, did you recognize that scene with the flashlights where they were walking through that super, super narrow cave?
Yeah.
We did that.
Yeah, the
If you have
tunnel.
claustrophobia, I don't recommend it.
I do, but I took my 2-year-old, when he was 2, he's now 14. And I said, you cannot freak out because if you do, you'll freak your son out. And so I was going through it. I was like, so nervous. I had the best time. It was so cool. If you guys
was a lot of fun.
have the
Is that Hezekiah's? It was Hezekiah's.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's the tunnels underneath the kotel.
Yeah, I did that.
It's really fun. It's a little
Scary.
Yeah.
A little crazy.
You're making me feel bad now.
Why? It's great. It's fantastic.
You'll get to go.
Because I never gone to Israel.
Yeah, well, we're getting there.
Write that down that you want to visit next time when you do
He's,
go.
he's already asked to have his bar mitzvah there, so he's set. He's all good. Yeah.
Or I can just go with Nana.
Take notes, guys. Take notes of what you love. So when you do go to Israel, God willing, in your life, you'll have some places to look forward to. Okay, so let's do our last one with Tzfat and Eilat.
It's a slideshow.
Awesome.
Screen share?
Yeah, go ahead. You can screen share.
Do I need to, should I read it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All about Tzfat and Eilat. Introduction. Throughout this presentation, you'll learn about all the most appealing facts about Tzfat and Eilat. Tzfat facts. Tzfat is very mountainous. Tzfat is one of the 4 holy cities. Tzfat is the most elevated of the 4 holy cities. Tzfat contains many artists, which means that there's a lot of street art. Tzfat has many bright buildings in colors such as orange and teal. Tzfat is known to be the city of art. Tzfat is the center of Kabbalah and mysticism. These are some images.
Beautiful. It's up on a hill. You see that? It's
Eilat facts. Eilat has many open beaches all year round. Eilat has an average temperature of 68 to 75 degrees. Eilat has a lot of pretty coral that is viewed when scuba diving. Eilat has one of the most fastest growing airports in the world. Eilat images.
Beautiful beach.
I can't believe how fast you put this together. That's unbelievable.
Kids are very tech savvy.
Yeah, and they all
Wow.
shared. The whole group, everybody shared
Beautiful.
images, and it was
I work a
amazing.
lot with slideshows.
This would have taken me a month.
Conclusion.
Yeah, in
Ella
school
and
we do
Spot
a
are
lot of
very great
we have to
places.
make a lot of
Oh, guys,
slideshows.
let's hear. Ela and Svat, go ahead, darling.
Ella and Spot are very great places in Israel to visit. Here is a video about it. So this is the one for Spot. It's kind of short. So
Fine. We just want to see a visual.
Hi everyone, welcome to Tzfat. My name is Rabbi Amichai Koenig. I'll be your tour guide, taking you around the beautiful old city and new city of Tzfat. So we're right outside of the Abu Hab synagogue, which in my opinion is the most beautiful synagogue here in Tzfat. Out of about 4,000 residents that lived in Tzfat, 2,000 of them were great mystics, Talmudic masters. For many, many years, this shul was actually shut because of the holiness of the shul. We had a meeting, daily meetings with Elijah the prophet, going against all odds to try to really defend the small city of Tzfat. The truth is, this is my favorite spot in the old city and in Tzfat. And I imagine standing over here with the Ari, holding onto his white coattails. It is a beautiful area, which gets right to the etymology of what the word itself means. Tzfat means to overlook because of this amazing view.
and this is the one for Ela.
Imagine a place where it's summer all year round. The beaches have crystal clear waters. There's mouth-watering food, and there's even tax-free shopping. No, this isn't make-believe. This is Eilat.
Is the volume off?
There is no better place to start than the beach.
Okay.
This is what it looks like in the winter. You can do yoga in front of the sea, you can have breakfast with the view, or you can party into the night. But the real magic is underwater. Because Eilat's Red Sea is one of the top destinations for divers from all over the world. We're talking 2.5 kilometers of coral reef, 1,300 different types of fish, and the most colorful sea on the planet. If you're not in the mood for getting wet, that's okay. Just come to the underwater observatory where you can see all kinds of marine life. That includes these guys. You want to be one with nature? This is the dolphin reef where you get to meet these sweet creatures up close. I can't believe this. Now, if you prefer something more extreme, no worries. Here on the Red Sea, you can do more than just sailing.
Can you make it a little louder? Whoever's presenting. Thank you, darling.
If you want to experience extreme on land, within just minutes from the beach, you can escape into the desert. This is the Red Canyon. It's known for its colorful mountains. And yes, we're still in Eilat. After all that action, we have to get something to eat. There are tons of restaurants in Eilat offering Israel's most famous dishes. We have to walk off all of that food with safe shopping. But it's basically a store. Lucky for us, there are 16 shopping centers in Eilat. And the best of all, there are no taxes here. You heard me right. No taxes. It's time for a drink. Or maybe two. The nightlife here is known to be wild. That's why spending your holiday in Eilat is like a never-ending party. So what are you waiting for? Come join us. Cheers.
I'm ready to go now.
So guys, all of you, thank you so much. Those were great presentations. You guys put those together so well. And I love your facts and I love the videos you found. Let me ask everyone, and you can scream it out, but maybe we'll try to like choose on the few people. Out of the ones that we saw, what would you like to, where would you like to visit first? Ariella.
I'd like to visit the last one.
Which is? You gotta
Eilat.
remember, Eilat.
I watched the video many times.
All right. And Finn, where would you like to go first?
Also, want to go to Eilat.
Eilat. All right. Avery. Avery.
Eilat too.
Really?
We
All
got a lot
right.
of beach
Inbox,
bums here.
let's go. All right, let's see. Zoe.
Also Eilat.
Okay. Who else?
Chase, which one?
I don't know.
Put your hand up.
No.
Everyone.
Inbox.
I don't feel like
Start
drinking.
with Eilat.
I can start with any of them. I actually have not been to Eilat yet, so that is on my next trip.
Fantastic.
Yep.
All right, guys. You are so awesome. I love learning from you and guiding you to learn about Israel. We're gonna take like, I don't know, a 10-minute break right now. Is that okay?
Yep.
We end at 3:30, so please really only take 10 minutes. It's now 3 o'clock. Let's almost 3 o'clock. So let's say we come back at like
Not our time.
It's 5:56 our time, so
back at 6:05.
6:05.
Yes.
Okay. 6:05. So
6:05. Make sure you have your extra devices with you. Grab a drink, go to the bathroom, shake it all out, and then come right back here at 6:05.
All right. You guys can hit mute and shut off your videos if you want for now. Looks like. So let me go back to you guys. Let me share my screen. And I want you to visually try to remember what this looks like, because this is going to be one of your questions. And then we'll start. Can you see my screen? Okay. Try to do that. Maybe I'll even try to, I don't know if I could share two screens. I don't think I can. But when we're talking about Israel, I want you to remember the bottom down here is where Eilat is. That's the resort town that everyone from all over Europe come all year round because it's hot and awesome all year round. All the way down.
I accidentally muted you.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. And then Beersheba is here in the middle of the desert. Remember, it's mentioned in the Torah. Abraham was there, and it's known as the Well of Seven, right? Then you had Yerushalayim is in the middle of the country, right? Right in the middle, literally in the middle, all the way around. Tel Aviv is on the beach right here. Haifa is that port town a little bit more to the north, and Tzfat is up in the north. Okay, so try to remember visually where all of this is. And let's start with our first, and for today last, let's see, share screen. Come on. Good. All right, let's see who remembered what all your friends were saying. I hope you listened to your friends. So let's play our classic mode, LEV Academy, Land of Israel. All right, here's your game pin.
Oh, crap.
If you guys have a phone, you can use the QR code and you can just point your phone to the QR code. It should pop up. Otherwise, you could put the game pin. Don't worry, there's 19 of you. Don't stress out. Take your time. We have time to get all you in.
I can't get in.
Take your time, maybe refresh.
I would have to download it on my iPad, or I can't get it like on.
Can you open it on Safari?
Yeah, try to just go to Safari and
Go to Safari and then just click on www.kahoot.it. It should open up in that browser as well and let you put the code in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in on my.
There we go.
Very cool. Thanks. All right. We have how many? 2, 4, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Well, are you still trying to join, guys? Teachers, you
I'm
can.
not in yet. I'm almost in.
Yeah, I can't get in.
Okay, try again. Try to refresh or try a new tab. Open a tab.
I could.
How's everyone else doing? Is everyone else getting in?
I'm almost in.
Okay.
I'm in.
Inbar, how many students do we have total?
We have on.
I just want to make sure everyone gets in. I don't want to start it without anyone.
The 12.
12. Okay.
It should be 12. The rest of us are staff. So.
Okay.
Okay, I just got the app. Now I'm loading in.
Okay.
I left for time because I know I know that this gets this happens. Who else? We're missing one who's working on it, and who else? There's someone else missing, or are two brother? Okay, who's
Yeah, we have some. 1, 2,
Mine glitched,
3,
so I have to
4.
Okay, no problem.
Mine glitched, so I had to leave.
Okay.
Are you playing in bar?
I haven't logged on. I was just
Oh,
my husband's stuck in traffic, so I'm just trying to figure out where he is.
Teachers can play. Teachers can play.
All right, let me get my Kahoot app.
Okay, let's play.
What?
Are we good? Chase,
Mason.
you in?
Yeah.
Okay, is
Mason,
everyone in?
I will defeat you.
What do I do
Students,
now?
students, is everyone in? If you're not in, can you say I am not? Okay,
I
so
am
everyone's
not.
in. I'm gonna hit.
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna hit start. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, 11 questions. Jerusalem or Yerushalayim is which one? The capital of Israel, a tech center, on the beach, or all of the above? Good job. It's the capital of Israel. Good job, guys. All right, let's go next. All right.
Opposite my 1 point.
All right. The Kotel is also known as the Wailing Wall, the Western Wall, and is located in Tel Aviv. True or false? Everyone in?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
It is false. You know why? Because the Kotel is located, and you guys spoke about it, the Western Wall is located in Yerushalayim, in Jerusalem. Okay? So the Kotel is the holiest site for the Jewish people in the holiest city of Yerushalayim. Okay, next. And I'm going to send this Kahoot to Inbal so you guys can play it again if you want to learn these facts that you guys came up with.
Why?
All right, next. A vibrant city with a high-tech center, an art hub, 24/7 culture, all on the Mediterranean Sea, established in 1909. I meant to take this one out. I'm going to give this to everyone. Tel Aviv. This was not supposed to be in here. It's Tel Aviv. This was my part of it. Everyone in? One more answer I'm waiting for. All right.
Oops, I clicked wrong.
That's okay. That's
How do
okay.
you click
Me too.
the answer? She literally said it.
I suck at this.
They did it faster. I think they probably did it faster. Here, guys,
Isn't it a bit unfair?
this is your fun fact. Tel Aviv is a vibrant tech city on the beach. There's no sushi restaurants in Tel Aviv. There's no juice.
This one isn't that hard.
And it has very few dogs.
Yeah, this one isn't very hard.
One more. There we go.
No,
Very
it's
good.
easy.
It is,
I'm
you
50th
guys,
place.
whoever said there's no sushi restaurants, don't you remember? They said there's over 1,000 sushi restaurants. And there's juice stands every, what was it, 100 feet or so?
Yeah,
And
no one never talks about the puppies.
Yeah.
and the dogs, one for every 17 people. So it's definitely this one, not red. Okay, next. Inbar in the lead. Okay.
This
He's a
isn't
cheater.
fair.
I'm
No.
not playing anymore.
Yeah, because adults know all of it.
Eilat is a year-round resort at the southern tip of Israel, and it's known for its scuba diving. Is that true or false? Is it on the southern tip of Israel? Is it known for scuba diving? Two more answers. It's true. It's on the southern tip of Israel. Remember on the map I showed you? And it is known for its scuba diving. People from all over the world go there for the scuba diving in the Red Sea. It's known for that. Inba. All right, Michael.
I didn't play. I didn't even answer.
I know. All right. The first city established in Israel in modern time. Oh, ignore this one. Wait, don't answer. The answer is Rishon LeZion. Sorry. Rishon LeZion. I was doing this fast. The yellow one. Push the yellow one. And just
you
so
don't
you
want it to be in there. Why did you make
can
it
I tell you,
there?
because I wanted to do this all based on your facts, and I already set something up so I could fill it in fast. And so this was one of the things that were in there. Rishon LeZion was actually the first modern city. Rishon LeZion is the first to Zion. It was the first modern city in Israel. All right.
Wait, if Imber is not playing, how is she in the lead?
All right, Sfat, read all of them. One of the holiest cities and where Kabbalah, the Jewish mysticism, started. It's located in the north in the Galilee. It's known as an art center and has many artists and galleries, or all of these.
I clicked the wrong one.
All right, it's all of these, guys.
I hate
First
this.
of all, 6 is right. I mean, red is right. Blue is right. Yellow is right.
It's just not.
Green is the most right because it's
I
all.
feel like it should be correct even if it's all of the above.
Oh yeah, you know what? But if you knew that if you all of it, it's all of above. But maybe next time I'll do it like that. I could show your teachers how to do that. All right, let's go. Inbar is moving up because people are getting it wrong. That had less points. Okay,
I actually left the game, so it shouldn't impact you guys anymore.
Okay. Located in the north, this is a port city on the Mediterranean Sea. It's built like San Francisco. These are your facts.
Easy.
Haifa.
Oh.
Haifa. Very good.
I'm getting up.
Now,
Let's
guys,
go.
Tel Aviv is that
Ariel, I'm right behind you.
vibrant city on the beach. Yerushalayim is where the Western Wall is and the holiest city. Mount Hermon, some of you might be interested, is all the way in the tip north, and it's the only place you could go snowboarding or skiing in Israel. So Haifa is the port city on the Mediterranean Sea. All right. Eli's climbing. Michael's still up there. Hannah, Zoe. Beersheva. Remember what I said? Sheva. So read all of them. It's mentioned in the Torah. Known as the Well of Seven. Excuse the no spaces. Newest tech hub. Or is it all of these? Guys, I don't have the chat open right now. I'll look at it afterwards. Good, it's all of these. So next time I'll make sure that when you click on it, if it's one of them, it'll be right. But for today, it's all of these. All right. Let's see. 7 correct answers, Eli.
I hate this.
All right, 2 left. Oh, okay, this was the visual. Let's see, maybe. Can you put the cities in order from north to south? Do you remember we were looking at the map? Which one is at the top? Which one is in the middle? Which one is in the south? I'm going to help you out here. Tiberia, because we didn't talk about it, is the most northern out of all of these. So put Tiberia in the most northern first. And the rest you guys figure out. See if you can remember.
This one's hard.
It was hard. It is hard. Okay. It's okay. So Tiberia north. So it's next to Tzfat. So Tiberia, I should have changed to Tzfat, my bad. Then you have Tel Aviv. Remember the port town? Yerushalayim is in the middle of the country. And then Eilat, remember, is all the way down in the south on the Red Sea. All right, let's see. I think the next one is let's see what the next one is. And I'm going to give it to you if it also gives you another map. So don't answer until let's see what it is. Okay, from south, I'm going to tell you the answer for this one. So everyone should get this one right, okay? From south to north. So let's see. We're going to go. Mitzpe Ramon is like the Grand Canyon. That's the most southern here. Then Beersheba, remember the Well of Seven. Then Haifa, which is the port city on the Mediterranean Sea. And then Mount Hermon, that's that ski resort I told you about all the way in the north. Did everyone get it?
So the color order should be blue, red, green, yellow.
Yes. Blue, red, green, yellow. Everyone got it? Again, blue. All right. So blue, red, green, yellow. Okay? And so Mitzpe Ramon, guys, I just want to tell you very quickly. It's in the south between Beersheba and Eilat, and it's like the Grand Canyon. It's this major big crater in the middle of the desert. It's beautiful. Beersheba we spoke about. Mentioned in the Torah, the Well of Seven. It has the Ben Gurion University, which is a big tech hub. A lot of tech comes out of that university. Haifa actually has what's considered the MIT of Israel, which is the Technion is one of the first universities in modern Israel, and Albert Einstein was one of the founders. And there is a tree that he planted that's still there today. It was one of the ceremonious trees in the university. And in Mount Hermon, does anyone remember what I said? Do you remember what Mount Hermon is? Anyone? No? Skiing, snowboarding. That's the mountain up in the north where you can ski and snowboard only in the winter. All right, let's see our final tally. And I'll fix this for you before I send it to you. Michael, who's Michael? Inbal, somehow you still managed.
I did leave. I really did leave. So whoever's in second is actually in first. Oh, there we go.
Okay, there we go. So we have Eli, then Michael, then Zoe. Awesome, guys. Anyways, that is it for today. Let me close this out. Let me stop my share. How are we on time? Do we have a few minutes?
We actually do have a few minutes.
We have about 7 minutes left. So I can either show you something or I would love to answer questions. Does anyone have any questions about Israel? Interested in anything? Fun facts about it? What's something you learned? Go ahead, Zoe.
Where exactly is the Dead Sea?
Where is the Dead Sea? Okay, so here, let's look at that map. Let me share my screen. Let's look at that map again. And I'll add it for you so you guys have it. Can you see my map?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fantastic. So the Dead Sea is, let's make this a little bigger so you can see it a little better. So here's Beersheba, and here's the Dead Sea. Do you see this right here? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put over here, I'm going to write Dead Sea, and I'm going to add to the map. And then over here, I'm going to have the Dead Sea. That's where the Dead Sea is. Any other question? And then just so you know, Masada is right here. Right over here. Masada, I hope one day you're going to learn about Masada. It's fantastic. And it overlooks the Dead Sea. Any other questions?
Yes, you got a lot of hands that are going up. I'm just going to go according to my screen. So Finn.
You call? Yeah, because I can't see.
Yeah.
So did you say that you were born in Israel?
I was born in Israel. I was born
Where were you born?
In Yerushalayim, in Jerusalem. And my mom grew up there in Jerusalem. So I was born right here. I was born in a hospital. It was called Shaarei Tzedek. The new one, but I was born in the old one that doesn't exist anymore.
Okay, who's next? Ariella, is your hand up?
Israel means something in Hebrew. What does it mean?
Israel means, actually, it's a very good question. It means wrestling with God. Isn't that interesting? I'm going to tell you why. Does another teacher know the story? Wrestling with God? So, oh, Zoe, you know it?
Yeah, I remember that there was someone who wrestled with he thought was not God, and it turned out to be God. And then I think he was named Israel.
Very good. And please, one of the teachers remind me. I think it's Yaakov.
Yaakov, yes.
Yaakov, yep.
Yeah. So Yaakov, there was an incident in the Torah, and in his dream, but it really was kind of reality. In his dream, he wrestled with an angel, and the angel was God, and God promised the land of Israel to us, and he renamed Yaakov's name to Israel. And a beautiful question, Ariella. And Israel actually means wrestling with God, because the Jewish people have been part of God's quote unquote chosen nation, but we're good and we're not so good, and we're good and we're not so good, just like human beings are. And so we're always wrestling with God. Are we keeping the mitzvot? Are we not keeping the mitzvot? Are we doing what we're supposed to be doing? Are we loving each other? So these are all things we're always wrestling with God and God's commandments throughout history. Beautiful question. I love that. Any other questions?
Yes, Eli.
I don't know if you already said this, but how long is a flight from here from New Jersey to Israel?
So I know from Los Angeles to Israel, it's like 11 and a half hours. And so, so I'm going to guess yours is about...
It's about 10 and a half hours from New Jersey going to Israel, and about 12 hours coming home.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's interesting, because from New York, it should be much less than California.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's about 10 and a half hours.
All right.
When you go, direct. Yeah, we just did it in 2019, and I think I'm still recuperating from it.
All right.
It's a long flight.
Zoe?
Yeah, so I remember that you've pronounced Yerushalayim and Jerusalem. Which is it?
So Jerusalem is how they say it in English. That's kind of like the English name. And Yerushalayim is in Hebrew. So if you wrote it with Hebrew letters, you would say Yerushalayim. So it's both.
Eli, go ahead.
Could the name of Israel kind of be perceived in a different way? Like, is there a chance that it is meant to say wrestling with God, like he's on our side and he's like fighting other people with us that are disagreeing with our beliefs and attacking us for it?
A small correction. He was wrestling with Malach, with an angel.
Yes, we said that he was wrestling with an angel.
Angel.
Yeah, with an angel, but they also in the I think it's Rashi or someone in the commentaries, they say that it was God.
Oh, with God. Okay. Interesting.
But yes, you're right. It was a malach. Absolutely. That's how it's written in the Torah. Eli, did you ask me that question? Could it mean something else?
Mm-hmm.
Who just asked that?
Eli.
I think he was asking if
beautiful question, very philosophical actually. So really, when you're talking philosophically, it's the way someone perceives something. So if you interpret it in that way, I think that's beautiful. And I want to hear what you just said, because I caught it, but not perfectly. How would you interpret it?
Well, when I first heard it, I thought of it as like wrestling with God, like God and the people of Israel joining together and then going against other people.
I love it. I love it. So of course you can always interpret what it means the most to you. And I appreciate that you put that in this conversation. That's fantastic. Any more questions?
See, it looks like that's it for the questions.
I
Those are
actually
really
have
awesome
one.
questions. Oh, go ahead.
Where was it that Moses parted the sea? Where would on the map would that be?
So, from my understanding, but please don't quote me on this and say, "Oh, Michelle from Israel is saying this." I believe that it was here. I believe that it was here because they were in Cairo and they had to cross to get into the Sinai, which is where we were wandering for 40 years. So we had to cross over here. If anyone has something else to say, I'm happy to hear it. I believe it was the Gulf of Suez.
Ah, interesting.
That's
Wow.
I believe, because I don't believe he split he split the Red Sea. Yes.
Yeah.
So here's the Red Sea and the Gulf of Suez is part of the Red Sea. So I don't think we went all the way down here to come back up. I believe it was probably right around here. And a friend of mine sent, although I don't know how, I'm not going to trust it because I can't believe that it wouldn't be worldwide news, that in the Gulf of Suez, they found chariots that were 3,000 years old. And found it down deep. So that would be very interesting. But I do think that if it was chariots that could have been from those times, that it probably would have made much bigger news than me just.
Yeah.
We split the Red Sea, and here's the Red Sea. So again, I don't think we went down to go up, but I would guess it would be around here.
Thank you.
I love that question. Anything else?
That seems to be it. And I'm going to be able to share this map with you guys, so you'll be able to click on it and take a look at it. And, you know, this whole thing was recorded, so you guys can go back and take a look at those videos. And we're going to continue to build on our Israel education program for next year. So if you didn't get something right this year, don't be disappointed. There's a lot to learn, and this was only 2 hours. So even if you didn't get it right, it's still an opportunity for you to learn something new about a place that you haven't visited yet, but hopefully will inspire you to go and visit again. We're going to wrap up for today, but I actually just have a really quick thing just to go over. So next week is our last week of LEV Academy, and we're going to be back on site in the building for graduation and end of year. And I promised you guys a surprise, and I delivered. So I'm not going to tell you what's happening next week. You're going to have to be in the building. There isn't going to be a Zoom option for next week because there's no way to do it on Zoom, but everyone's going to have to play a part. And we're going to have an incredibly fun time. And then we're going to do the activity first. We're going to have graduation second. And then you guys are going to have your ice cream social at the end. But in order for me, one second, Eli, in order for me to know what I'm going to do for this ice cream social, I'm going to launch this poll and have you guys just answer it really quickly so I know what ice cream I am getting. And in the meantime, while you guys do that, I will answer questions. Eli.
Should the graduates write a speech?
Yes, I sent your parents an email. If you are in the K class, then you are preparing a speech. I will resend it again this week. You should be prepared for all of that. If you are not in the Hay class, then you're going to just be listening in, and then you guys have your own thing coming as well.
Thank you.
We got a lot of cookie dough here.
Can you put back up the ice cream thing?
It's up.
I didn't see it.
It's still up.
It was asking for favorite ice cream and favorite topping on it.
I don't see it on my screen.
I did share it, so I don't know. Is everybody else seeing it?
I see it.
It's up.
And Bar.
Yes, sweetie.
I have a few questions. First up, is it going to be a good surprise?
It's going to be a good surprise. Do I ever give you bad surprises? I just making sure it was surprises. I'll tell you what it's not. It's not a test. That I can tell you. It is not a test. All right, so we got cookie dough, we got cookies and cream, and I got a lot
of all of them. Like, what if you like rainbow sprinkles and chocolate syrup and chocolate sprinkles?
All right, I will see what I can do. A lot of people put other. What is other?
I don't see the ice cream thing.
All right, so you want to tell me which one is your favorite? Cookies and cream, cookie dough, vanilla, or chocolate?
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough. We got a lot of cookie dough and a lot of sprinkles. All right, so you know what? We'll get a little bit of everything and make everybody happy. Yes, Eli.
There's this unpopular ice cream called Double Dunker. It's a mix of chocolate and cookies and cream and cookie dough.
Yes, I have it in my fridge and it's phenomenal.
I would strongly recommend bringing that.
Okay, I will see what I can do. All right, I will take care of all of the ice cream and stuff for everybody, but I need everybody to be on site next week. So if you are in Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, and Hey, I am hoping to see everybody in the building next week because there's no other way to participate in the surprise other than to be in the building and be part of the action. So we're going to do that. We're starting at exactly 4:30, so make sure you get here a few minutes early. After that's done, we're going to go into the sanctuary for graduation. And then as soon as that is done, we will have ice cream out with all of the yummy toppings to go along with it. So that is how we're going to wrap up this year. It is also our last year on Zoom. So we will be back in the building next year. But mazel tov to everyone for getting through 2 years of Academy. It is also Teacher Appreciation Week. So everybody, please give a huge round of applause to our amazing staff who do this every single week for your benefit and do an incredible job teaching you guys. Thank you, Michelle, so much for doing this. This was phenomenal. I will be in touch with you over the summer about additional programs.
Fantastic. And then can someone, if you didn't put the videos in the chat, or can you share the presentations with me so I can create that map so you have that interactive with all of the classes? And guys, I'm sorry about the Kahoot that I had a little hiccups in them. I'm going to fix the Kahoot and your teachers can add to it as you learn. Okay?
Perfect. Yeah. If you guys have your presentations, just email them to me and I will forward those on to Michelle so she can finish all of that map and it'll become an interactive thing and we can use them for classes next year and build up on them as we keep adding to our Israel education program. Awesome job, you guys, today. You should be very, very proud of yourselves. Thank you, Michelle. This was amazing. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys next week.
Thank you. See you next week.
Bye.